How much money should you have saved for college by age of your child? It's one of the most common questions that we get at the College Investor. And I want to kind of break down our chart here as to what we think you should have by age. And if you can see here, we think by age one on the low end, you should have about $1,100 up to $7,800 on the high end. And then by age 18, that leads you to having $37,000 on the low end to up to $245,000 on the high end. Now, where did we get these numbers? What does it mean and how can you get there? Well, if you are thinking of the bare minimum that you want to save for your kid for college, it really depends on how much you can put into it. And on the low end, we are assuming that you are trying to pay for tuition for an in-state four-year school, which is about $37,000 all in. So if you want to back that out over 18 years, you need to save about $96 a month. Or at least you need to get that money into a 529 plan so it can grow over the years. On the high end, we are assuming that you want to pay for 4 years of private school all in, and that's how you get to $245,000. That's a lot of money. I don't think that's worth it, but hey, I'm not you, and if you want to do that, more power to you. That means that you need to put in about $630 a month into a 529 plan starting at birth so that it grows into that $245,000. Now, the real question is where do you get this money? Especially because we know that most people don't have an extra $100 a month to save for their kids' college. That's where things like gifting come in, and I want to talk about that because it's almost the holiday season. So instead of having hundreds of dollars of gifts under the tree that we know your one-year-old is going to just throw away or you're going to donate, how about you start putting some of that money into the 529 plan, let it grow over the years, and that's how you start hitting these goals. So let me know your thoughts. Too low, too high? Is this how much you're saving? How much are you saving for your kids' colleges? We want to hear about it in the comments. And of course, as always, please like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll bring you the latest in higher education and personal finance news.